Theresa May's Brexit deal fails to pass a third time.
This post received a score of 57,092, with an upvote ratio of 93%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Voted down 344 to 286.
I'm an American, so I don't know how this works, but wouldn't 3 separate votes on the same bill with the same outcome be a real-world example of beating a dead horse?
To be fair, the gap has narrowed with each vote. Congress voting to repeal Obamacare 63 times would be a much better example. Smiley face.
Got him.
No one said the US government was competent lol.
I saw a fantastic saying the other day that would seem to apply here. Just because it's not working as advertised doesn't mean it's not working as intended.
That's quite scary actually. That thought is going to keep me up all night.
The shit show goes on.
Lord Buckethead was right all the time.
It will be a shit show. Lord Buckethead, 2017.
Vote for intellectual absurdity. Vote Buckethead. Quote,
"A vote for intellectual absurdity is essentially a vote for Monty Python."
Silly party.
The silly party is too silly for me. The slightly silly party has my vote.
Vote Kevin Phillips Bong.
Luckily, I have a contingency prepared for this outcome. British public, thank fuck for that. We were getting incredibly worried. It's called Meaningful Vote For and it will be a roaring success this time.
She is basically the General Melchett of politics. Doing precisely what we've done 18 times before is exactly the last thing they'll expect us to do this time.
Thank you, darling.
Yes, no, not you, darling. Or my all-time favorite. Woof. This deadlock is going nowhere. I propose a House of Commons battle royal. The last survivor chooses what to do.
Theresa May slams the table. I demand a trial by combat.
There is a mace right on the speaking table, and the 2 front benches are apparently 2 swords length apart, so.
This is fucking stupid. It was fucking stupid. Now it's beyond stupid.
What do we want? We don't know. When do we want it? Now.
More like, what do we want? To leave the EU. When do we want it? Sometime soon-ish. How do we want to do it? Squabbling.
How do we want to do it? No. Theresa May be the first leader in history to attempt to fall upon her own sword, and miss.
Nicola Sturgeon.
It is monumentally ironic that the member state planning to leave the EU because they want to make their own decisions, can't take any decision on leaving the EU.
It's monumentally ironic that it would be undemocratic to have a second vote in case people change their mind, and yet it's not undemocratic to have 3 votes on the same deal fail to pass by varying degrees of extremity in the hock. What precedent are we really supporting here? No decision can be made by Parliament and yet the public are allowed no say anymore.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.